we have with us Sudeep Shah joining us from Sbi Securities as well. Sudeep, hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much for making time and speaking with us. Let's start with the market texture at the index level itself, Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. How does it look to you?
Good afternoon, Anisha. Absolutely. See, what's happening in the markets in the last week or so is like we went into the Fed meet quite gung-ho, thinking that it's a 25 bips, and that was factored in, and everyone was bullish. So post that outcome yesterday morning, we saw a sell-off. So markets, however, despite that profit booking move or a sell-off move from higher levels, Nifty is able to hold 17,000, 17,030 support zones. So I feel it's just we are biding time. It's just trading in a tight range. However, now going forward, 16,950, 17,000 support zone will be very important, because if we see the derivative data, 17,100 as well as 17,000 puts, we are witnessing similar additions. So that means if we adjust the premiums, that means 16,950 will now act as a very strong support on the downside. On the upside, what is happening is that 17,200 is now acting as a tight resistance. So from 14th March, there has been 4 or 5 occasions where Nifty has not able to cross 17,210, 17,230 band. So I feel for the next week, for the final expiry week till next Thursday, next Wednesday, so it would be in a range between 16,950 and 17,180, 17,200. Any breakout on the on either side, we will see a big trending move going ahead. Because if one thing, if we just add here, is the volatility index. Now volatility index, despite this kind of a choppy move and some kind of a selling pressure, it is not able to cross 15, 15 and a half. So until and unless we are below 15 and a half, we don't move above that level. I feel that markets can be in a range, but they have a scope to move up, because a lot of bad news are already factored in. So on a Nifty level, it would be quite in a range between 16,950 and 17,200, 230. From a Bank Nifty perspective, it is trading very close to its 200 DMA, which is at 39,740. So we are just about to touch that level, and that for me is more stronger out of the two, because Nifty is away 2% from its 200 DMA, and Bank Nifty is making an attempt to cross that. So Bank Nifty 39,450, 39,500 is a strong support. Until this holds, there could be a move up to 40,200 on the upside.
Right. Sudeep, and then in such a market scenario, what would your top picks be?
Yeah, so my top picks, there are a couple of them I feel that could do well here in these kind of market. Is one is ABB. Now we've seen these capital good names, Larsen, ABB, Siemens do well in the last month despite the market fall. So here also, today also, if we see, ABB in the last month has been an outperformer. Last few days, it is consolidating between 3,200 and 3,300. But in the couple of days, we've seen price volume action being positive, build up on the long side, a good amount of open interest there has been on the long side. And I feel while the markets are in a range, these stocks which are already outperforming and which are technically very strong now, or even if we see the daily charts and weekly charts, they are trading above all their moving averages. We are trading close to its yearly highs. And on the weekly charts also, it is forming a higher top, higher bottom formation. So I feel that this stock can move up to 34.50, 34.80 on the upside, and one can keep a stop loss of 33.20 on the downside.
Okay, Sudeep, since we have you with us, I want to talk to you about the two, sectors which are clearly making news today. Any stock from the AMCs post-correction that you like, and from the IT space, is there any stock that you would say that the risk-reward is favorable?
Anisha, I feel what's happening is that with the IT space, IT in the last few sessions, like in the last week on 17th March, it has broken down below its 200 DMA. And since that, every attempt of a recovery is being met with selling pressure at higher levels. So while it is very close to its support zones, like where the January 2023 lows, and post that we saw 3,000 point up move in Nifty IT index. but once again it is trading very close to those lows, and there are no signs of any big recovery or a big bang rebound. So despite the good results from Accenture yesterday, from today morning also, what we are seeing is that from higher levels there is still some selling pressure in IT. Uh, yeah, along with Nifty IT, the top stocks within the sector, TCS, Infosys, HCL Tech, all are under selling pressure. All are near their multi-month lows, but still there is no sign of a rebound. Now, if we go into the mid-cap IT space also, which was buzzing in the last month or so, in the month of Jan and Feb, now there is pressure on that side of the market also, that side of the index also. So I feel one should wait for the Nifty IT to move beyond 28,600 on the upside for a recovery up to 30,000. So 28,600 on Nifty IT would be my level to watch out for as a trigger point for the index to move upside. Now, post this, replying to the second question that you had on the AMC's front, now post this regulation which has come in today morning, which we have all read about that regarding the debt piece of the target. Now, UTI AMC, HDFC AMC, which were already
Sure,
under
Sudeep.
severe.
Sudeep, sorry to interject. We have to cut across to the finance minister speaking in the parliament.
Sir, there is one more thing. It has been represented that payments for foreign tours through credit cards are not being captured under the liberalized remittance scheme, the LRS. And such payments escape tax collection at source. The Reserve Bank is being requested to look into this with a view to bring credit card payments for foreign tours within the ambit of LRS and tax collection at source thereon. So there are many more things which I would like to talk, but I certainly don't want to take your more time. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
प्रश्न है कि विधेयक पर विचार किया जाए। जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में है वो हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य इसके विरोध में वो ना कहे। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हवालों के पक्ष में हुआ, हवालों के पक्ष में हुआ। विधेयक पर विचार करने हेतु प्रस्ताव को स्वीकृत किया। अब सभा विधेयक पर खंडवार विचार करेगी। माननीय मंत्री जी, संशोधन संख्या 2, 3 और 4, 2, 3 and 4। प्रश्न है कि माननीय मंत्री जी द्वारा प्रस्तुत संशोधन 2, 3 और 4 को स्वीकृत किया जाए। जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में वो हाँ कहें।
Okay, so that was the finance minister tabling the finance bill for approval, and it does look like that the House has passed it. So when we were talking about this morning that those were the changes and amendments that were proposed to the finance bill, they now seem to have been passed, including the extension coming in for the angel tax, the taxation, indexation benefits going away for debt mutual funds. So a lot happening this morning as far as the policy action is concerned. In fact,